Dead hanging is completely dangerous, but only if you do it incorrectly. So, watch this video to learn the 7 top dead hang mistakes to steer clear of. I'll discuss things we already talked about in the comments of my other video related to dead hang benefits. Feel free to watch that too. I'll add the link to it below. But in this video, you'll learn more mistakes that lead to injury, difficulty breathing, and plateaus. What I want from you is to take this exercise and adapt it to your needs. Let's start. The first and perhaps most significant mistake is doing dead hangs when you shouldn't. One major concern is shoulder hypermobility. If you have joints that are naturally more flexible or loose, hanging from a bar can put excessive strain on your shoulder ligaments. When your shoulders are hypermobile, they lack the stability that others might have. Dead hanging could cause the joints to stretch beyond their safe range, leading to pain or even dislocation. What might feel like a deep stretch to some could easily become an overextension for those with hypermobility. Another group at risk includes individuals with loose spinal discs or existing spinal issues. Hanging can create a decompression effect on the spine, which is beneficial for many. However, if your discs are already compromised or your spine is unstable, this decompression can exacerbate existing problems. The pull of gravity might cause the discs to slip further out of place, worsening back pain or leading to more severe conditions like herniation. In both cases, the issue is not with the dead hang itself, but with the mismatch between the exercise and your physical condition. The second mistake many people make during dead hangs is not using the correct grip for their biomechanics. For many people, a grip that is too narrow can compress the chest and restrict breathing. When your hands are too close together, it causes your shoulders to rotate inward, which can narrow the space in your upper chest. This position not only makes it harder to take deep breaths, but also increases the strain on your shoulder joints. As your chest cavity is compressed, your lungs have less room to expand, leading to shallow breathing. Shallow breathing reduces your overall comfort during the exercise, but more importantly, it limits the amount of oxygen your muscles and brain receive. That's why I always tell clients to experiment with their grip width. A slightly wider grip often allows for better lung expansion and more natural shoulder alignment. I found that some people, particularly those with broader shoulders, need an even wider grip to breathe and move properly. The third common dead hanging mistake is hunching your shoulders. When you hunch your shoulders during a dead hang, you're essentially allowing them to creep up toward your ears. This position takes the shoulders out of their natural alignment and places unnecessary stress on the muscles and ligaments around the shoulder joint. Moreover, hunching your shoulders undermines one of the key benefits of dead hanging: shoulder mobility and stability. The exercise is supposed to help improve your shoulder alignment and strength by encouraging a proper scapular position, where your shoulder blades are drawn slightly down and back. Hunching, however, disrupts this process, preventing you from achieving the full range of motion that dead hanging can offer. As a result, you miss out on the opportunity to properly strengthen and stabilize your shoulders. It's something I used to do myself when I was a dead hang newbie. I corrected this by trying to imagine I created a space between my ears and shoulders. The fourth mistake people often make during dead hangs is bending their elbows. When you bend your elbows during a dead hang, you're essentially engaging the muscles of your arms, particularly the biceps, to support some of your body weight. This reduces the load on your shoulders and back, which defeats the purpose of the exercise. The primary goal of a dead hang is to fully extend and decompress the spine, while also improving shoulder mobility and strength. Bending the elbows shifts the focus away from these areas and instead turns the exercise into something closer to a static arm hold. Another important consideration is the added strain on your joints. Bending your elbows can place extra stress on the elbow joint itself, particularly if you're holding the position for an extended period. This strain can lead to discomfort and, in some cases, injury, especially if you're not accustomed to holding weight in this way. Another common dead hanging mistake I see people do is having a grip that is either too tight or too weak. When your grip is too tight, you're likely expending unnecessary energy and creating excess tension in your hands, forearms, and even up into your shoulders and neck. This overtension can lead to fatigue much faster than a relaxed grip would. By gripping the bar too tightly, you may also reduce the flow of blood to your hands and forearms, causing them to tire out quickly. I've been guilty of this too. When I started relaxing my grip, I noticed I could hang longer without tiring out so quickly. On the flip side, I've seen others with a grip that's too weak. If that's you, you're likely to struggle to hold onto the bar for a meaningful duration. Besides, a weak grip can also result in your hands sliding on the bar, causing blisters that might discourage you from continuing the exercise regularly. The key to an effective dead hang is finding a grip that is firm but relaxed. You want to hold the bar securely, ensuring that your hands aren't sliding or straining, but without clenching so hard that you waste energy or create unnecessary tension. Mistake number 6 during dead hangs is tucking your chin into your chest. That's dangerous because you're disrupting the natural alignment of your spine and creating unnecessary tension. A dead hang is intended to decompress the spine and allow your body to stretch out fully with your head in a neutral position. However, tucking your chin compresses the cervical spine, which is the opposite of what you want during a dead hang. Instead of relieving pressure on your spine, you might end up creating more stress in this delicate area. Besides, bending your neck can strain the muscles and tendons in the neck and shoulders. The muscles in your neck are relatively small and are not meant to support a significant load, especially in a position like this. Over time, this strain can lead to chronic tension, pain, and even contribute to conditions like tension headaches or neck stiffness. The discomfort might not be immediate, but repeated improper positioning can lead to cumulative stress and potential injury. Lastly, a huge mistake that goes unnoticed is sticking rigidly to the textbook form of dead hanging without experimenting. Dead hanging, like many exercises, can and should be adapted to suit your individual needs and goals. One of the best ways to get the most out of dead hanging is by experimenting with different grips. The standard grip, slightly wider than shoulder width, is a great starting point, but it's not the only option. Try adjusting the width of your grip to see how it feels. Wider grips can engage your shoulders and back differently, while narrower grips can emphasize your forearms and grip strength. You might also experiment with an overhand grip, an underhand grip, or a mixed grip to see how each variation challenges your muscles in unique ways. Another area for experimentation is using one hand instead of two. One-handed hangs are a great way to build grip strength and test your balance and stability. They're significantly more challenging, so you might start by hanging with one hand for just a few seconds and gradually increase the duration as you get stronger. Even shifting your weight slightly from one side to the other during a two-handed hang can activate different muscles and help you develop better overall strength and control. In addition to grip variations, consider changing your body position. For example, you can try bending your knees, which changes the weight distribution and can engage your core muscles more actively. Alternatively, keeping your legs straight and together might help you focus on maintaining a tight, elongated position. Adding movement, like gentle swinging or shifting your hips, can also introduce a dynamic element to the exercise, forcing your muscles to work harder to stabilize your body. And that concludes my take on the top 7 dead hang mistakes. If you found this clip entertaining and maybe even learned something new, hit the like button and subscribe to the Fitness D channel. I know it's boring to keep hearing me say this, but it really helps the algorithm. That said, I want to hear from you. Do you like dead hanging? What dead hang mistakes have you done? What did I miss from this video? Let's talk in the comments below.